Go try to hit up the CEO of Spotify or Suno or any of these other companies and tell them how you feel. You can. They're not going to respond, but you might tell that to Abe and he's going to respond, but he might say some back to you that you're like, ugh.
Penetrate. You know what I love about the company BeatStars though is obviously you guys are professional, but you combine music and technology and like the
Yeah.
values that you guys stand for, right? Like the owner Abe, he's an artist himself and he's released what some would claim to be controversial music in this climate of political division and war. And that's a risky thing as the head of a company, but because he believes in it so much and he stands on it, he does it. And I feel like you have to respect it even if you disagree, because like how could you not respect somebody standing firm on what they believe? You know what I mean? Like
I agree with you, man. And Abe's an interesting person. I mean, like, dude, he's one of the smartest people I know. Like, he sees things before anybody else, I feel like. But he feels very strongly about a few things that I've learned in his life. His family, obviously, number one, but BeatStars as not just a technology music platform, but literally all the creators in it. Um, and then obviously for his people, man, Palestinian people, dude. You know what I mean? And I think he kind of combines a lot of that together. I think I think he's even said this publicly, like he's always fighting for the people that are not taken care of and kind of just not given fair treatment, from the creators who are not being paid to his people that are being mistreated, right? So I actually applaud him for that. I support him 100% because even if I didn't work here, my stance on how I feel would be the same. But seeing it firsthand, you got to remember, bro, I met him in 2012-ish. He was telling me about this stuff back then. So it's not like he was just going in on it when it was, I'm not saying it's a thing, but like it was definitely like a big social media public thing at one point. A lot of people were getting involved. And dude, I was hearing about this 10 plus years before anybody was talking about it. So, um, is it risky to come out and be that strong on certain things? Yes. When we have releases and different things of that nature too, Abe's out there talking to people in the community. When people have criticism for us, if it's legitimate, I think actually, I know he'll listen. There's a lot of trolls out there too, and dude, he'll respond to them too. And then like you could look at it, right, and it's very easy to say, hey, that's unprofessional, or a CEO shouldn't do that. But then in the same light, everybody's bitching about Spotify CEO and this person's CEO who you'll never catch in public comments giving their opinion and standing on what they believe in. But they'll go on the biggest podcast in the world to say whatever, and they're banking billions of dollars. So I agree with what your last comment was. It's like not everybody has to agree with it, but I think you have to respect it. I think that's what you said. I think you do, dude, because it's like we truly want people and companies in the music space to be more understanding and caring and stuff. And there's no way you're going to agree with everything everybody does, but like, is that not what he and we do? Like, and this has been my biggest gripe with that type of thing. It's like there's no other music company out there that is in the conversations and being transparent as much as they can and just telling you what it is, whether it's good news or bad news. That I think is a very important thing to look at, and I don't think a lot of people do. It's just sometimes we can become the punching bag, bro, because I think because of that, because we're available, like we're active, like you can come talk to us. Go try to hit up the CEO of Spotify or Suno or any of these other companies and tell them how you feel. You can. They're not going to respond, but you might tell that to Abe and he's going to respond, but he might say some shit back to you that you're like, ugh. Or me, I might say some shit back and just give you another perspective. Oh, you're being hostile. You're being da da da. Like I've seen it all the time. But it's like, yo, don't you want the people who are making these companies and platforms and heading them? Like, if they're active and out there talking about this stuff and trying to give feedback, I don't know. I just think that's something you got to respect, man.
well, at least you know where they stand though,
Yeah, that's what
rather
I'm
than
saying.
be closeted with their opinion and like you know, a lot of times people this is why people get so upset when they figure out who these celebrities really are, right? Or somebody they idolize or something like that because they think they know the person through the music or something and then they see how they really carry themselves and they're like,
Yep.
wow, this dude is a jerk or whatever, right?
Yep.
But if somebody is willing to be completely 100% themselves, I thank that person for that because then I can decide whether or not I'm going to like the person, support the person, whatever it is. I know where I stand with it, right? Rather than wonder, like, oh, I don't know. They make good art, but hey, maybe I
Bro,
don't.
I agree, and that's just Abe's personality. He's always been that way, and I'm pretty similar. I think that's why me and him, um, I think that's why me and him were able to form such a great relationship, and then I was able to see his vision. And I think that's an important thing too, man, because I think everybody, I can't say everybody, that's not fair, but I think a large amount of people within the music industry landscape want to be the man. They or want to be the woman, want to be the boss. They want to be it, right?
Right.
And I think there's something that I've learned in my career that sometimes it's not about you not having your own goals and dreams and aspirations, but sometimes you have to be bigger and better enough to know that someone else's dream and goals are actually more important to maybe what you want to do for yourself. And that's kind of how I looked at BeatStars. Like I could have kept my own company, kept doing this, kept doing that. But I believed in Abe's dream and goal more than I believed in the overall, I guess, building of my company and doing, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm not saying I didn't believe in myself. I'm like, oh, you suck. You better go get a job, dude. No, it's hard to explain, but it's just like I felt like what he was building and what BeatStars was building early on was so important that I would rather dedicate my time to that than just running a bunch of social media accounts every day. Like
No,
I
absolutely. I
I'm
totally
getting
get what you're
more
saying.
getting more out of it, dude. I'm able to touch more lives and pay more people. Yeah, I was getting paid for my social media work, and I'm sure I was making memes. Lil Wayne was reposting my memes, dude. I had so many famous memes that I never watermarked that you probably saw. They were mine, dude. I was doing all this shit. It was great, but like, how is that actually impacting people and culture on a greater level and growth for people to live off their music? It wasn't. So I shifted my full time to what Abe's dream goal is. And for the record, and I'm not saying this to be arrogant, but dude, I've had companies over the years while I've been here offer me more money. Not interest in me because it's just work. What we're doing here is more than work. And that is,
Mm,
it's very, I have not found any companies out there. Oh, I haven't worked at them all, but that I have found that are as active. I'd probably say one of the only ones, and I give this guy a shout out all the time. I actually shout him out earlier. Is DJ Booth and Audio Mac. It's more Audio Mac now, but DJ Z is perfect. I don't think he's the CEO. I think he might be the COO, but he's up there and he's active and he's out here giving advice and doing his thing. Like there's just not a lot of people that are willing to go out there and put themselves out there, like, truthfully. They get a lot of backlash for it. When you run a monster platform too, dude, it's very hard to, like, not get backlash. Everybody thinks they have the answers to what you should do and shouldn't do, but they don't see
right.
everything. So anyhow, but yeah, I was
When I look at, like, Abe's song "Smooth," right? Free Palestine, produced by Frasmo, right?
mhm,
And I was supposed to interview Frasmo too. He's a dope producer, man. Great, great dude. But when I look at something like that, I'm thinking like, what is more hip hop than somebody being outspoken and say what they really feel,
yeah,
and for you to be successful, rich, whatever, and still do that and not fear kind of like the backlash of like, oh, my opinion could ruin some deals or, whatnot.
mhm.
That is dope to me. Like,
It's dope to me too, dude, and this is this is why, there's a lot of different parts of the industry that don't rock with us, bro. Like, it's just it is what it is. I think it's multiple things. A, we're saving these kids and people from signing terrible deals, and they had plans of putting them in terrible deals to monetize their money. Because at the end of the day, these are corporations, and their goal is to make money for other people. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I think it is super dope that there's people that are out there like Abe, and there's others, like I said, that are outspoken and knowing sometimes that these things could potentially ruin a relationship or a partnership or something. But at the same time, it's like, were we gonna ever partner with someone who had views that were extremely drastic and different from ours? That were into screwing people over? That doesn't align. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I think that's what bothers some people, and I don't have any facts or evidence to back this up, but I've been doing this long enough, bro, and I talk to enough people. I hear it, man. Oh yeah, I talked to this producer, or I talked to this lawyer who wants to get me a deal here. They said BeatStars was JV. That's the minor leagues. You got to step it up to the majors now. Fuck is the difference? We're not screwing someone over, so we're minor league? Like, what are you talking about? Like, people will come up with whatever they can say to make us look less. This is also why you don't see us getting Billboard Power Player Awards or End of Year Awards or any of this shit, bro. We just don't play the game, man. And there is a game, and we don't play it. But yet we've paid out more money than majority of people working in the industry. Figure it out.